Governor Kevin Stitt officially endorsing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis today in Tulsa. DeSantis on the campaign trail making a visit to Oklahoma. KOCO's Colby Terrell joins us live in Tulsa. And Colby, what did the governor have to say about Governor DeSantis?
Yeah, Mecca, Governor Stitt did officially throw his support to Governor DeSantis, saying things like Oklahomans love Ron DeSantis. Now, most of the last stragglers of supporters are gone now. There's some merch out here still for Governor DeSantis, and this is his first rally here in Oklahoma since starting his presidential campaign. Stitt says he believes DeSantis is the best choice to beat Joe Biden in the 2024 election. Both governors spoke of each other's accomplishments in their own states, with Stitt telling supporters that Florida and Oklahoma have many similarities. Many supporters were out here, though some had to stay outside of the event. And although it was hot here in Tulsa, many fought through the sweat to support the presidential candidate. DeSantis told supporters he plans to win in 2024 and represent them with similar policies that he's championed in Florida.
And I am officially 100% endorsing Ron DeSantis for president, and we're going to win it in Oklahoma.
Conservative policies work, and Oklahoma is an example of that.
Governors Stitt and DeSantis will be in Ponca City tonight for a rodeo out there, making another appearance on the campaign trail. In Tulsa, Colby Terrell, KOCO 5 News.
Colby, thank you. Oklahoma City police assisting U.S. Marshals last night arresting a wanted fugitive out of Ohio. Charles Turk was arrested at the Coyote Ugly Bar in Bricktown, where he worked as a security guard. Now, Turk is a suspect in a 2010 murder. A warrant was issued for him in 2011 by Cincinnati police. He is currently being held at the Oklahoma County Detention Center until he is extradited back to Ohio. Tulsa police helping capture a violent fugitive. Deputies and detectives were searching for the man all week following a violent attack on his pregnant girlfriend, as well as another incident where he allegedly pointed a weapon at another victim. The man was spotted yesterday and ran away from officers. He attempted to hide under a house. The 24-year-old was booked into jail. He has not yet been charged. Happening now, Miss Oklahoma is underway in Tulsa with women from across the state competing. 40 women are competing for the crown and the chance to then compete in Miss America. It all started Wednesday night. Our partners at KOKI in Tulsa talked to the president and chair of the board for Miss Oklahoma about what the judges are looking for.
They're looking for young women that have great speaking skills. They're looking for a young woman that is dynamic, that people want to meet when she walks into a room. So there's many qualities for which the judges are looking for when they're looking for the next Miss Oklahoma.
Part of the competition is an interview that counts for 30% of the overall score. The final is tonight in Tulsa. Happening tonight, the Pawnee Bill Ranch and Museum is saddling up for a Wild West show full of games, full of food and music for the whole family. The event celebrates the legacy of Pawnee Bill and his famous Wild West shows. The celebration begins at 7 p.m. Demonstrations include beekeeping, blacksmithing, leather making, and quilting. Admission is $10 for adults, $5 for kids, and free for children 5 and under. Tickets are available to purchase at the ranch. And we want to get to some breaking news right now. Multiple Target stores in the metro have been evacuated and are shutting down after police were made aware of an email threatening those locations. They're continuing, of course, to investigate if those threats were credible. This story is developing. We will keep you updated throughout the evening as that information is made available. Well, for many of us, this summer season means more time outside, and whether you're out at the beach, grilling in the backyard, or just going for a walk, dermatologists want Americans to remember to apply that sunscreen. Here's ABC's Melissa Adon with what you need to know.
You've got your swimsuit and towel, your sunglasses and floppy hat, but as you fill up your beach bag this summer, don't forget to pack the sunscreen.
Sunscreen is one of the most, if not the most important preventative step that everyone can take to prevent skin cancer.
According to the American Academy of Dermatology, skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States. In fact, 1 in 5 Americans will be diagnosed with skin cancer at some point in their lifetime. Any person at any age can get skin cancer, regardless of skin tone.
I hear some people say about themselves or about me, they say, hey, I have darker skin. I am protected against the sun. That's not true.
And it's not just at the beach. Dermatologists recommend everyone above the age of 6 months apply sunscreen every single day to all exposed skin.
First thing you want to do is make sure that you're putting sunscreen on 20 minutes before sun exposure. And you want to make sure you reapply it every 2 hours if you're outside.
You should use about 1 ounce, even if it's a cloudy day.
And 1 ounce of sunscreen is actually more than what a lot of people think, but this is what it looks like. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is the most responsible use of a shot glass that I've ever seen. The amount you need to protect your skin against harmful solar rays.
Before using sunscreen, check the sunscreen bottle for expiration date, SPF 30 or higher, water resistant or waterproof, and broad spectrum.
The bottom line is that anyone out there on our lovely blue planet who is walking around outside, it doesn't matter if it's rainy, cloudy, snowy, or it's a bright sunshiny day, should be putting on sunscreen. Your skin now and in the future will thank you.
Melissa Don, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The American Academy of Dermatology recommends that people do a self-skincare check at least once a month. If you ever notice changes in your skin, talk to a board-certified dermatologist.